Hey guys, welcome to, what is this, Star Fox for the Super Nintendo.
SNES.
So we're gonna play on, I guess it's the easy difficulty first, and then we'll move on from there.
Is the middle one the easy one?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, so this is our first Super Nintendo game.
Woo!
Obviously Bear's favorite game of, like, all time. Oh my god. Look at the texturing on the planet.
It's perfect.
I mean, really, when you take it into everything into consideration when this was done, and the fact that this is like the first, is this the first 3D like Nintendo game ever?
I would say, now I don't know if there's another one out there, but I feel like this is the first 3D game that's actually 3D, not like that fake 3D.
Not like pseudo 2D or pseudo 3D.
So the 2.5D.
Yeah.
This is the first game that has the Super FX chip.
Super effects. And it's like, it's all polygonal, and they made like a super big deal out of it. Like on the actual cartridge itself, it says, you know, Super FX.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It's
a
very
new
big
technology.
deal. And you follow the guy that like worked on this on Twitter, right?
Yeah, Dylan
Cuthbert. Yeah.
Um,
He was part of an American studio that worked on this with Nintendo.
yeah, they got screwed.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad for them.
It does feel kind of bad.
Oh,
But-
no, get it.
Oh no, you missed.
I
Failure.
got it.
99%.
There's sort of a delay on the input a little bit, and this controller is very old. Like, this is the Super Nintendo that I had growing up. What? Oh. Okay, so I'm doing really poorly. I'm just gonna, do my best. I haven't played this in a long time.
Yeah, like we had to start from the course choosing screen because we couldn't get out of a menu that we were in because the controller button wasn't working.
Yeah, I pressed select like, I don't know, 40, 50 times to move it down twice.
To control scheme B.
Yeah, I used Control Scheme B, so what's the difference between A and B?
I don't know. I think it just rearranges some of the buttons.
It does. So I like the, what is this, the blaster on B and bombs on A.
So yeah, so it's definitely, you know, the fact that this is still working, I think, is actually pretty impressive.
I took really good care of my stuff.
Yeah.
So I still have my original console.
Yeah, we just so happened to find it in the storage place, and I was digging through some old boxes, and I was like, "What is this? What is this?" I was like, "Oh my god, it's a SNES!"
Yep.
And then I was like, I kept digging because I first found the SNES, and then I found a controller, and then I found games. And then I found all the other accessories that we needed, and we were like, yes! It will probably still work. We got home, plugged it in, it was like, at first, we put in Star Fox.
Yep.
And we turned it on, and it didn't work. And we were like, no! I figured that maybe it had been, like, you know, maybe it had gotten moist, or something like it.
Moist.
Maybe it had gotten, you know, damaged somehow just from the time, you know, and it being like, oh god, it was probably in that storage bin for like what, 8 years at least. So I don't know how it got there.
We put it there.
Well, I mean, I don't think we really knew that we put it there. We probably, when we were moving, we just put it into something to keep it someplace. But anyways, so we found it, we plugged it in, and we were so depressed because we thought it was broken. And then we put in, we're like, okay, well, we took out, maybe it's just Star Fox. We took out Star Fox, put in another game. I think it was it Donkey Kong Country?
Yeah, I think it was Donkey Kong
Yeah,
Country.
it was Donkey Kong Country, and then it worked. And we were like, oh my god. So we
Super
put back
Nintendo.
in Star Fox, and it didn't work. Again. So we were like, oh no, Star Fox is broken. We hit the reset button, and it started working. And we were like,
Okay.
okay.
Alright.
It's like, that's solid state gaming for you, right there. Like, it cannot work 1 second, and it's like, I don't know, did we blow on it? Did we do the blow thing?
I did do the blowing.
We blew on it, and then it started working. So it was like a miracle. So that was really fun. because it was like, this thing, and it's like really old. I mean, the Super Nintendo is what? Over 20 years old?
It has to be.
Yeah, it's like over 20 years old, and it still works. And it still works amazingly, too. Like, how good is playing on an actual console as opposed to playing on an emulator?
Oh, it's so good. Because a lot of the emulators have problems where they don't really do it the same way as the console. And I guess there are some emulators out there that try to do it like exactly as the console would have done it. But I don't know, I noticed that there are lag differences. Some games that lagged on console, like Skygunners.
Oh, yeah, Skygunners is notorious. That lagged the PS2.
It did. But, like, if you can find an emulator and play it, it doesn't lag on that.
Right, because, well, it has more processing power, so...
Well, then there are games that run perfectly on the console that lag when emulated.
I think it's because of special math. I think there are, like,
that's it?
special math, special calculations, and different things that the console can do that it was, like, optimized for that maybe general purpose computers aren't really very good at.
You would think they'd have more CPU time, so it wouldn't matter.
Well, it might just be that the calculations are more expensive.
Oh, we're doing this as a normal playthrough?
Oh, right, yeah. So we started off on normal.
Okay, so we're not going any secret places?
Yeah, I mean, unless you can, like, go to the... No, let's... I guess, let's do it normal, and then we'll go back and do the secret places, so that way we can show them to people.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do, like, a supercut or something like that.
Because this would be where you go to the black hole.
Ah. And that's where you go into the trippy world.
Yep. And that, it ejects you to some... I don't know that it's random, because if you go the same number of times through the loop, it'll always take you to the same place.
Right.
So, I'm gonna try for 100%, but this is one of those games where no matter how many times I play it, I can't always do it.
Right. I remember last time, when we first tried it out, it was before we were even thinking about getting the capture card, and Bear played, and it was like, final score, 99%. And it's like,
so close.
It's like you scored like a 99% in like one zone, and I was like, that's it, your score is completely shot. No perfection for you.
This boss is easy.
Hella easy. Look at him, he's already blown up.
Well, there's another version of this boss, I think, but it's not really any harder.
This music's so good.
This is my childhood, this game.
How nostalgic are you right now?
Oh, so nostalgic.
Because, I mean, like, a lot of people that watch our channel probably have never played
this kills me.
Like, the oldest thing that most people probably know is Star Fox 64. Which is kind of the same game. Not really the same game, but kind of the same game. It's the same premise.
It's sort of.
I mean, it's like saying that A Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time are the same game.
No.
They are not.
No.
They are not even, like, anywhere close. They're in the same kind of, like, realm, and they kind of, like, reflect on each other, sort of.
Sure.
But it's not the same game. And it's kind of the way that it is here. Star Fox 64 is not really like the original Star Fox, though it does share quite a few.
I would say that the N64 version and this version are closer than Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time, because they're both rail shooters, and adding a third dimension didn't really do anything for this because this is already 3D.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, but that's probably the only game that they really know. And then, oh god, Star Fox Adventures.
No. Nope.
So, this might be cool for some people. I mean, I never had a Super Nintendo.
No.
I had a Nintendo. I had a NES, but I never had a SNES. Because, my family couldn't afford it at the time. And later on, I ended up getting the Sega Genesis, because that was the popular thing.
It was not popular. It was gross.
Well, whatever. I wanted to play Sonic. I wanted to play Sonic games.
Sonic.
Because I loved Sonic the Hedgehog. I had, like, for my Genesis, I literally had every single Sonic the Hedgehog game. Like, every single one of them. And in fact, this is actually sort of weird. What? I had this, like, random memory just now. What was Dr. Mario for?
I know that there was, like, Game Boy version. I don't know if that's the original, though.
No. It was for, like, a console. I seem to remember, like, I had, like, a Dr. Mario game for the Genesis, but that can't be right.
No, that can't be right. Maybe it was the NES.
What did I have? Oh, maybe it was the NES. I don't remember. I didn't like it.
I feel like it's a really old game, so it could be the NES.
Yeah, it could be. But yeah, no, I was all into Sonic at the time, so, like...
All in?
Yeah, all in. Like, I had the original Sonic the Hedgehog game, I had Sonic and Knuckles, where the cartridge actually, like had a little, like a hood on top. Like, you pulled it back and you inserted the original game into the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge, and it was like an expansion card for it. It was actually kind of cool, but it was this monstrosity that sat on top of my console.
Oh.
It was really weird. But it was super cool because it, like, took the same game and, like, added in like new characters and new levels and stuff like that, but using the assets from the original game. It was kind of cool, though. It was actually kind of cool. Like, I thought it was, like, super high tech at the time, but I was
well,
no, not really. Well, because I was really young. I had no idea how it worked. But, you know, I guess, like, really at that time, like, the Super Nintendo was trying out some stuff like that too. Like, they were trying out, like, new peripherals and new ways to play games because they were moving into this sort of, like, uncertain territory. And it was like, well, we can't keep making the same things over and over and over again. What do we do now?
That we can't make the same thing over and over again mentality sort of went away.
Yeah, so they can't keep making 2D games, so they had to try things in 3D, and so they were trying to find what worked, and they were trying to be really innovative. They were trying to say, like, okay, well, what if we tried this? And, like, you got, for the Genesis, you got, like, that cartridge. You also got, like, a couple other, like, I think there was, like, a fight stick or something like that.
Oh, okay.
For the Genesis, or maybe not a fight stick, but there was, like, this weird kind of fight stick looking thing, if I'm remembering correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have it, but I remember it was something I really, really wanted. And Nintendo had the light gun from the NES,
mm-hmm.
and they had the, I don't remember what it was called, but it was the rocket launcher looking thing for the SNES.
Rocket launcher?
You don't know about the rocket launcher?
No.
Oh my god!
What?
It was... You remember the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Yeah.
Or have you blocked that out from your memory?
I remember. Why?
Okay, so it was the thing that they used to defeat King Koopa at the end of the movie.
I don't remember the end.
Oh my god!
Are we gonna have to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie?
No, we're not gonna have to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie. But I can't remember, like, what it was called. Yeah, I want you to see it. I want to pull it up on my phone.
Oh.
SNES gun. I'm, like, totally, like, Googling it on my phone right now.
Right
and here
now.
it is. It's the Super Scope. That's what it was called.
Super Scope.
This thing right here.
Oh, I saw that. It
Yeah.
doesn't look like a bazooka.
This looks like it's shoulder mounted bazooka. You put your shoulder right here, and it's like...
Okay, I guess.
It's a bazooka.
But it's not very big.
But, you know, well, I mean, it's meant to be like a kid. So, you know, yeah. It was cool. It was fun. It was really a great time for games. And then, oh god. We're gonna stop right here. Next episode, we're gonna talk about one of the abominations of gaming. The Virtual Boy.
Oh.
I had one.
Oh no.
It was bad.
Okay, bye. believe I just started training.
Oh, fantastic. There you go. You can... What are you doing? Fox, no!